Throughout the year, the Anglican Alliance has worked alongside others to connect, equip and inspire Anglicans across the world to safeguard the integrity of creation. 2021 presented a number of significant opportunities which we sought to make the most of, in particular COP26 in November. We have seen COP26 not as the destination, but as a waymarker, an opportunity to build the capacity of Anglican leadership to speak into the climate crisis and to galvanise the Communion in its commitment to caring for God's creation. We started planning early in the year. This was the first time the Anglican Communion as a whole would be accredited to the UNFCCC, providing opportunities we've not previously had, and meaning we could bring Anglican voices and experience into the preeminent global decision-making space on climate change. The Anglican Alliance has been part of the ACC's COP26 working group, contributing to all three work streams. The Equip and Enthuse work stream culminated in a series of webinars in September and October designed to build the capacity of Anglican leadership on climate change. The Policy and Influencing work stream culminated in the policy position paper, which focused on climate resilience and just financing. It was also a way of telling the story of how Anglicans across the Communion are responding to climate change and drew particular attention to Indigenous peoples and youth. The delegation work stream culminated in the small delegation being in Glasgow for the full 2 weeks of the COP. We had several high-level engagements and used every opportunity to share the Anglican Communion's key messages. We prioritised engagement in the Blue Zone, but also shared our messages externally and back into the Communion itself. Did we change the outcome of the COP? In terms of policy outcomes, probably not, but we were never going to. The opportunity to influence policy outcomes is very limited at the COP when positions are already established. The real opportunity to affect policy outcomes is in the time between COPs, advocating with national governments to influence their policy positions. So is there any point in being at the COP? Yes, absolutely. Because moments make movements. They create and release energy. They can be used to change perceptions and understandings. And that is what I believe the Anglican Communion's engagement with COPs is equally about. Our task as people of faith is not simply to change policies, but to change the narrative. As a communion, we have something incredibly precious. We're a global, connected body with a shared identity that transcends national borders. We see things from an unusual perspective. We have what astronauts call the overview effect. This is both a gift and a responsibility. So, where do we go from here? First, there is urgent need to build the capacity of Anglican leadership, both current and future, for advocacy and influencing between the COPs. As well as working to influence specific policies, we need to strive to change the narrative, calling people to a bigger vision of shared humanity, interconnectedness, and the common good. And of course, we need to be the change we want to see. We need to find new ways of living the fifth Anglican mark of mission and taking it far more seriously in our common life.